Yo, the new Archer Commanders are set to be released next MGE, we hope. But we want to know what's coming next. Like, it's already taken 3 full cycles, and now we're going into our 4th cycle. We're finally getting our Archer Commanders for the next round of MGE, the next generation of Archer Commanders. Let's go. But sometimes they skip leadership and engineering after archers, and they go right to cavalry. Sometimes they don't. Well, we got confirmation of exactly what they're going to do. So we'll talk about that. We'll talk about what it means, what commanders we might see, and we'll give you a timetable on when we can expect the next round of MGEs. And for you Cav players, when are you getting cavalry? We'll figure it out right now. Hey everybody, I'm your boy War Daddy Chadsky. I do videos for Rise of Kingdoms all the time, guys. And if you enjoy these videos, please throw a thumbs up on them. Give them a like. Really helps out the videos, helps out the channels. And if you are not subscribed, consider doing so. And you can hit that bell if you want to get any alerts when I do content like this. And this is one of those things we want to get into as we are going through our May video giveaways. We got to give a huge thumbs up to our previous video, which talked about the fighting do's and don'ts, right? Well, got a great comment here by one of the guys that's been following me from the very beginning. It's my buddy Abu. What's up, man? Do you really think poison is great in today's meta? Don't forget, 2/3 of your marches don't even do skill damage. Poison stacks, for those of you who don't know, enhance skill damage taken by the target. So I think it's overhyped. Even the devs knew that's why they made mechanic for Arslan, that he turns the number of debuff stacks to raw damage. Hey, yo, good point there. Abu, I think with the fact that you've got Wedge 2.0, a lot of people still using Wedge or skill damage marches on their calves. A few are still using on their infantry. Now you can run 2 archers. You're going to get more skill damage marches, and poison stacks are great. They're absolutely great. But great comment. You get the $10 flux. And for anybody else who wants to know how to win, all you got to do is put a comment on the video here, right down below. Put a comment. I don't care what you say. I just love engaging with everybody down there. And you're entered to win for the next video. Well, listen, we've got a chance, okay? We've got a chance with the new Archer Commanders coming out. And we're hoping it comes out next MGE, and that'll be released on May 19th. The Wheel of Fortune Alp Arslan will be released on May 19th, and hopefully the MGE starts for Hayam, the Garrison Commander, on May 18th. And so from there, what are we going to see here? We decided to ask the question, okay? And I was working with Incoming Gaming. I was doing an account review with my guy, and he was asking about that. You know, when are we going to get new calves? How's this thing going to work out? And I said, man, let's just ask VIP and see what they say. Now, they're pretty accurate about some of this stuff, so let's see what they say, okay? This is coming from Incoming Gaming. Let's all read it together here. He said, hey, after this Archer cycle, will we see leadership or Cav MGE cycle next? Basically, what's the next generation? And Martel VIP kindly responded, hello, if you're referring to the new type or the type of new commander to be released in the next round, it is currently expected to be leadership and engineering. Hey, yo, for the actual commander type, please keep an eye out for subsequent official announcements, okay? And so from there, they hedge their bets a little bit at the end of that because they can always change it. However, when you really think about it, it makes sense because leadership and engineering are coming next. Well, what are we going to see out of that? First of all, we'll go through the timeline here in a few. What would we see out of that? Are we going to see, I mean, we got Matthias a bit ago. I want to say 6 or 8 months ago, maybe a little bit over that, maybe like 9 or 10 months ago. Are they going to give us the next garrison leadership commander? Because honestly, outside of a city garrison, this guy's hot garbage. We don't use him in flags and forts. People have tried. It just doesn't work. He's got way too many skills that have to do with defending your city garrison. And so with that being said, for leadership, what do you think, guys? Do you think we're going to get a garrison commander? Okay, and they put that on the NGE. That's what I think is probably going to happen. And then they'll put the engineering commander on the wheel. Okay, and so you engineering guys, you siege guys, you're going to get your next commander on the wheel probably. We'll see what kind of commander it is. I think we kind of had duds with our boys here, and John and Steven, and then they gave us this guy, Alfonso de Albuquerque, however you say his name, and then obviously Mary and Archimedes. These are earlier KVK 2 commanders, I think, and then you've got the new hotness here. You've also got Babor and Margaret. Okay, so still the meta is Gajamata and Gorgonzola Cordoba. Okay, those are the two guys that are working. So hopefully you siege guys, and I say me too because I run siege on my trap cities and on my farm. So maybe we get another engineering commander that's going to fit maybe the smite normal damage side of things for siege, or maybe we get a siege combo commander. Hey, yo, what? How does that work? Well, we'll have to find out. But from there, having a situation to where we get another garrison commander, I don't know. Here's the other thing we got to think about too. We're going to get another KVK story. I mentioned this when we were talking about archers and how they're back. We're going to get another KVK story that's going to give us another archer commander. If you remember, when they released Song of Troy, they gave us Achilles. And when they gave us Achilles, they also gave us Hector. They gave us a leadership commander in the field. So if they give us KVK commander or two, like they did for the Song of Troy, a new KVK commander that's going to be an archer commander, then who's to say it doesn't give us a leadership commander for the field as well? We might be getting two commanders next week on the new Archer MGE and wheel. We might be getting up to two commanders with the KVK story they're getting ready to release. Maybe they make some announcements with that in the Vietnamese or the Vietnam meetup they're going to do, I think, next week. We don't know. We'll have to see how that works out. But then from there, we get a leadership and a siege commander based on what they said here. So that's something you got to think about. Now, here's how that timeline works, okay? If they do this, and even if they skip two, that's generally the average. They skip two MGE cycles between next generation releases. Okay, if they skip two, that's going to put us right in the middle of July to get the leadership and siege commanders for MGE. Okay, so if we take that and we calculate that out for you Cav guys, and this is what we got to understand. For you Cav guys, it's going to be the end of August, early September for us to get the next round of cavalry. I know it's bad news. It sucks. And here's why this sucks. And here's why there's validity to us Cav simps being a little bit upset about this. Is because when it comes to combo commanders, next gen SOC combo commanders, we only have 3 of them that are cavalry combo commanders. We've got Achilles, we've got Arthur, he has to be primary, and we've got Gang Gang. That's it. That's it. We actually have 2.5 because Arthur has to be primary. If he's secondary, he's a skill damage commander. So if you really think about it, Cavs are kind of getting the raw end of the deal here. We've got an insane amount now of smite. We got smite everywhere. Okay, when you think about archers, you got skill damage, healing and skill damage. You get skill damage and you get skill. Everybody gets skill damage. Look at this. We got them everywhere. Nothing has really ever changed except for some true damage here that CY did that I don't think they're going to go back to, obviously. But you're getting another round of archer commanders. That's what? Skill damage. Awesome. Okay, so Cavs, we've gotten the raw end of it. We don't even have 4 commanders to go run 2 marches with. Some people are still makeshifting and running Huo with Arthur, or they're running Joan with Arthur. Where's my Joan? Where's she at? Or they're running Joan with Arthur, okay, and they're still doing a skill damage march. So we can't get a cavalry combo next-gen SOC commander fast enough, all right? Otherwise, you're just having to use Attila. Maybe this is another nerf they're doing for cavalry. Oh, hey, you can just use Attila in the field, and you can go put David behind him or Achilles behind him, and you'll be fine. Well, that's not fair. So from that standpoint, we want another Cav combo commanders. But guess what, cavalry simps? We're not going to get one till at least the end of August, maybe early September. That's what it's going to be. Now, what kind of commander is that going to be? Well, the previous generation, okay, we're ending the cycle right now. All right, because the cycle typically starts with cavalry. It goes to infantry, then it goes to archers, then it goes to leadership, then it starts back over with cav. Now, if you remember, when it started with cavalry, okay, we got, where's my guy at? Where is my homeboy at? Cavalry, here he is. We got Gang Gang. He is technically the MGE commander, not MGE, but he's the wheel commander for the next gen because Achilles was with the Song of Troy. All right. But we got him. And guess what he is? He's single target damage. Okay. He's single target damage. And so from there, it's a situation to where after him, they immediately go to infantry. Well, guess what? Sun Tzu is a single target damage commander. However, he does have some AoE components when it comes to him doing true damage and conversion of true damage. He does a little bit of AoE, and that's Sun Tzu. And then we've got our boy Alp Arslan. And what is he? Anybody? He's a single target damage commander. Here's our boy, single target. Okay, now he also has some AoE components when it comes to that with the pierce effect that he does, and that's through the target into some AoE. Nothing crazy, not a huge, he's not technically an AoE commander. So we've gotten 3 in a row, y'all. Gang Gang, Sun Tzu, and now Alp Arslan. So for the next round, for cavalry, the wait might suck. Like it might suck bad that we have to wait till the end of August, all right? But if we have to wait that long, it's all going to be okay because odds are we're going to get an AoE combo damage commander. God, yes, give it to us. It is going to be awesome, amazing. And so from there, you can do a couple of things. I guarantee you, you're going to be able to put Achilles with Gang Gang, which is fine. You're going to be able to run Arthur with the new guy or put Achilles with Arthur and Gang Gang with the new guy. Gang Gang's healing works off of the secondary commander's total damage of combo he does. Okay, that's why Achilles is amazing with Gang Gang. Now, Gang Gang's kind of a one-trick pony right now. He only really works well with Achilles, but if you give us another AoE combo commander, he could work well with them too. Or if you skip Gang Gang and you're running an Attila with Achilles and you're still running a Huo with Arthur or a Joan with Arthur, or you're running an Arthur with Hector and you're running 2 combo, but you're running Attila and Achilles, amazing March, insane March. But if you're doing that and you skipped Gang Gang, well, then guess what you get to do? You get to just basically move Hector off of Arthur. You get to put Achilles with Arthur, or you put keep Achilles with Attila and then run Arthur with the new guy. So we're going to have options, okay? But because of Hector and because of Attila, we're able to get by right now with other commanders. And because of Wedge 2.0, we could run skill and get by right now. But hold your horses. Pardon the pun. Hold your horses, Cav Simps. It's going to be till late August, okay? I hate to break the news, but this is what they're telling us. Unless they change some things, okay? If they decide they're going to change some things, we will have to wait and see, okay? So there's your video to wrap up the weekend. Hope you guys enjoy it. If you would, put a like on the video. Helps us out a ton. Also, again, to enter the $10 flux, guys, I'm just giving money away. To enter the $10 flux, all you got to do is comment down in the comment section of the video. You'll be automatically entered to win next. We've got our boy Abu, who has won it this time. Where's he at? Where's his comment at? Here's our boy. So congratulations to him. Join my Discord. The Discord link is down in the descriptions. And with that, we hope you have a great day, broskies.